Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to this space of calm and clarity. If you're a Gemini, or have strong Gemini energy in your chart, I want you to lean in a little closer. This message is for you. My name is Luna Celestine, and today, we're opening the energetic field for the 15th of July, the day that quietly marks a turning point beneath the noise of everyday life. There is something shifting here, and it's not loud, not dramatic, but it's real. It lives in the way your thoughts have started to question old patterns, in the way your heart is nudging you towards something more meaningful. The archetype guiding you through this phase is the idealist. This isn't about dreaming for the sake of escape. It's about remembering that your visions for a better world are not naive. They are necessary. Gemini, you carry within you the eyes of a reformer, the voice of someone who believes change is possible. But right now, under this Cancerian sun, and with Mercury in Leo, you're being reminded that dreams need grounding. The energy asks you not to abandon your vision, but to build the structure that holds it. Otherwise, it floats. It dissolves. And you, more than anyone, need your ideals to live in action, not just thought. At the same time, your soul contract is quietly humming beneath it all. You are a lightworker. That's not a title you wear, it's a frequency you carry. Whether you've said it out loud or kept it close to the chest, you know that you are here to illuminate what others avoid. You notice pain. You feel energy. You see where things are out of alignment. And more than that, you're here to do something about it. The astrology around mid-July is activating that sense of purpose in you, not in a loud, showy way, but in a subtle whisper that says, it's time to remember who you are, why you came here, and what you're meant to contribute without overthinking, without shrinking, and without waiting for someone else to lead the way. We're going to explore this together: how to hold your idealism without losing your balance, how to let your light reach further without burning out, and how to navigate the real, raw shifts of this season without bypassing your own growth. Stay with me. Gemini, you're not just dreaming, you're becoming. And now, Gemini, as we move deeper into the energies of mid-July, you may begin to notice that the world around you feels louder than usual, not just in sound, but in sensation, stimulation, contradiction. Whether it's in the traffic, the headlines, the tense conversations, or even just your own internal dialogue that won't seem to quiet down. Something is pulling at your nervous system, asking for space, and this is exactly where the shift begins, not by reacting harder or pushing through, but by consciously choosing to step back. You don't need more information right now. You need more stillness. The energy you're walking with is inviting solitude, not loneliness, not isolation, but sacred quiet. This is the soul's call to enter a space where external voices no longer influence your inner knowing. Even without tarot, the astrological weather confirms it. Mercury, your ruling planet, is preparing for significant conversations with other celestial bodies. And that means your thoughts are louder, faster, more reactive. But the remedy isn't in controlling your mind, it's in softening your grip on needing to have it all figured out. The deeper medicine lies in turning down the volume of everything that is not you, so you can begin to truly hear what is. You may be feeling conflict. For some, it shows up in miscommunications, delayed projects, or friction in relationships. For others, it's more subtly persistent restlessness, a sense that nothing is quite aligning, or a growing discomfort in spaces that once felt safe. This tension is not here to break you. It's here to wake you, because as uncomfortable as it feels, the friction you're experiencing is an indicator that something is trying to shift through you. That means you're not stuck. You're adjusting, and that's a very different energy. This is not a time to prove your independence by doing everything on your own. This is a time to reach out not for answers, but for connection. Talk to someone who gets it. Join a space that nourishes you. Listen to the people whose energy feels calm, whose words feel real. Let yourself be supported, even if only by the simple act of admitting that you're human and you're figuring things out. It's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's wise, because in a world that thrives on hyper-independence and burnout, choosing community is not weakness, it's spiritual strategy. So as you navigate the second half of this month, remember this: you are not meant to hold everything. You are meant to align, to flow, to collaborate with energies that uplift and sustain you. If something feels heavy, you don't have to carry it alone. And if something feels unclear, you don't have to solve it in a single day. Tune out the noise, and trust that your inner clarity is not gone, it's just waiting for you in the quiet. And once you've made the decision to step away from the noise, Gemini, the next step is not to rush into fixing or figuring everything out, it's to gently begin nourishing your nervous system again. Healing doesn't begin in the mind. It begins in the body, in the breath, in the subtle ways you return to yourself when no one else is watching. You don't need to perform your healing. You just need to practice it. And for you, right now, that practice looks like simplicity. It looks like committing to moments of stillness, even if they're short. It looks like making space each day, not because you have the time, but because your spirit is asking for it. Meditation, journaling, gentle yoga, sound baths, breath work, community circles, these aren't just spiritual trends. Gemini, they are containers, sacred containers that hold you while you recalibrate. And what's even more powerful is when you share those spaces with others who are also in process. Not perfect. There's a kind of amplification that happens when we heal in community. Whether it's a retreat, a movement class, or a group meditation on Zoom, the shared intention creates a current that moves deeper than anything you can do alone. And you, being as mentally active as you are, often need that collective energy to help anchor you back into presence. Let yourself have that. Let yourself be held there. But at the same time, while community is vital, so is energetic discernment, because your sensitivity is increasing now, which means you must become more intentional about what you allow into your field. This is where you become the gatekeeper of your own energy. And that doesn't require walls, it requires awareness. You don't need to explain your boundaries. You just need to uphold them. If something feels draining, that's enough reason to say no. If a conversation leaves you feeling smaller, heavier, less centered, that's your signal. Protect your inner space the way a sacred temple would be protected, quietly, firmly, and without guilt. Give yourself time. Gemini, the real kind of time. Not just an afternoon, but the kind of time you'd give a seed buried beneath soil. This is your energetic probation period. Just like a new job comes with a 3-month window for you to learn, adjust, settle into a rhythm. Your soul deserves the same grace. Don't demand instant alignment. Allow yourself to grow into the new version of you that's trying to form, the one who's a little softer, a little more discerning, a little less reactive. That version isn't being built through force. It's being built through quiet repetition, through daily choices that say, I deserve to feel safe in my own body. I deserve to feel spacious in my own mind. I deserve to be aligned with what truly nourishes me. And if you forget that some days, that's okay. You'll remember again tomorrow. That's how real healing works. It comes back like breath. And as you continue softening into your own rhythm, Gemini, there's a sacred image forming in the background of your energy this month. It's not loud. It doesn't come with fireworks or grand signs, but it's there subtle, steady, symbolic. Spirit shows it to me as a cave, not a dark, empty one, but a crystalline space deep within the forest of your own becoming. The crystal cave, and it holds one message: trust. You are being led somewhere that logic can't fully explain right now. There is no detailed map, no guarantees, just a sense that you're walking into something new, something sacred, something yours. And even though the light doesn't reach every corner of this path yet, your soul knows the way. The cave, in many spiritual traditions, is the womb of transformation. It's the space between what was and what will be. And when you choose to step inside not with fear, but with presence, you activate something ancient inside you, the part of you that's always known how to begin again. And this is where the energy of angel number 1414 begins to echo. If you've been seeing this number lately, don't dismiss it. This is a code, a frequency, a reminder that you're in a state of activation. You're lighting up, and with that light comes direction. You're being asked to stay focused on your own energy, your own desires, your own inner work, not in a selfish way, but in a necessary one. Because when your frequency rises, so do your opportunities, so do your connections, so does your ability to receive. You're not being asked to rush. You're being asked to hold the line, to keep your energy clean, to remember that new beginnings rarely feel like fireworks. They feel like subtle shifts in your breath, in your clarity, in your sense of what feels true. Trust that. Trust what's quietly unfolding. The miracles coming your way aren't random. They're responses. Responses to the inner alignment you've been cultivating behind closed doors. Beneath the surface. In the cave no one else can see. So stay with it. Gemini, you are not lost. You are being guided. And now, Gemini, as we bring this space to a close, I want you to take a moment, just a memento, recognize how far you've already come. Not just in what you've achieved, not in the tasks you've completed or the people you've pleased, but in the way you've quietly endured, adjusted, and continued to show up for yourself, even when no one was watching. That matters. That counts. And the universe sees that. Mid-July isn't just another checkpoint on the calendar, it's a spiritual threshold. And you, whether you realize it or not, have already stepped over it. You're not who you were at the start of the month. You're not who you were yesterday. You're evolving, not in some grand, performative way, but in the tiny choices you make to slow down, to feel, to stay conscious in a world that rewards numbness. Every time you choose rest over burnout, presence over distraction, connection over isolation, you realign with your soul contract. You embody the very purpose you came here to fulfill. And that's not small. That's powerful. So if things feel a bit tender right now, or unsteady, or uncertain, good, that means you're in it. You're not running from the work. You're not bypassing the discomfort. You're letting it shape you. And that's what makes you a light worker. Gemini. Not that you're always positive. Not that you're always confident, but that you're willing to stay awake through the mess. To bring light into places others avoid. And to keep your heart open, even when it's easier to shut down. This month is not about fixing everything. It's about trusting that something sacred is being rebuilt inside you. And like any structure, with strong foundations, it takes time. Give yourself that time. Give yourself permission to be in progress. Give yourself grace when it's messy. Space when it's overwhelming. And love, especially love when your mind tells you you don't deserve it. You do. You always have. So, as you step out of this reading and back into your day, remember the cave, the light, the stillness. Remember the number 1414. Let it echo softly in your mind as a reminder. You are lighting up, and what's meant for you is already making its way. All you need to do is stay open, stay steady, and keep walking. You're not late. You're not lost. You're becoming, and it is beautiful. I'll see you soon. Until then, protect your peace, nurture your light, and trust your path. You are exactly where you need to be.